What's up, Sports-A-Delics? It's me, it's Reem. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, Sports-A-Delic is on the road. I had to make my way from Georgia to South Carolina. My pops retired here from New York, and he has a procedure tomorrow. And if I didn't come, I can promise you he wouldn't be going. I rolled up, and he's out back building a cathedral because he said he got tired of replacing the umbrellas that come with the table when you're sitting outside in the sun. So I'm just going to show you some pictures. Now, this is age 78, the day before a medical procedure. So, hey, but I love my pops. Come on over here in the studio. Let's preview this Thursday night game. Sports-A-Delic, what is up? I am Reem, and that's Lil Reem. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Just wanted to get at you. Even when I'm on the road, I'm going to make sure I bring you some type of real content. I want your comments. I want your suggestions, your advice. And even if you don't like what I have to say, you're at liberty to fully express yourself. I don't wear my feelings on my sleeves. That's not a good move for someone that seemingly likes to chime in like I do. Now, we're not going to be nasty. We're not going to be disrespectful, but yet we can be spirited. And like I said, I'm here in South Carolina, my old Clemson University stomping ground. And my pops retired here from New York. I had to twist, yank, and tug to get him down here, but he's down here. Now, I told you it's a crisp little night, but not where I'm sitting, because once again, Pops has come through in the clutch. He got me set up. You can't see the full setup, but it's warm as hell where I'm at because Pops has made some makeshift heating mechanism, so I can sit out here and bring this content to you all and be comfortable, as he said. Like I said, I love my pops, but he's hard-headed. Most men are. No disrespect. I don't want to fight. I don't want to duel. I'm just saying, how you guys get down sometimes. We can't live with you. We can't kill you. So we just have to just kind of stick around and let you come to your own demise. I hate to say it that way, but that's about what it amounts to. You will not do what the doctor says, right? If you go to the doctor, let's not forget that. If you go, you still not going to do what's prescribed, because that's just how you all get down, right? All right, but hey, whatever feedback you want to give to me, I'll respond. But hey, talk to me nice. Now, I'm going in tonight on one of my favorites, Macanudo White. I'm just trying to keep it a little light. But try any of the Macanudo Esperados, White series, the red, the green, black. They're all good, in my opinion. I'm not here promoting cigars. I'm promoting what I like to smoke. And I try to educate you guys on some really good cigars, price points. Because I know there's a lot of people out there a cut above Black and Mild. Now, I'm a fan of enjoy whatever it is that you want to put in your mouth. But don't be walking up in these cigar lounges, with these Black and Mild. We're not going to let you in. And if you try to pull it out, we're going to put you out. I mean, am I wrong? Sisters and brothers of the leaf, am I lying to these people? You will get put up out of the spot if you come in there trying to pull out some basically Febreze leaves. If we wanted to smell Febreze and Lysol and vanilla and all of that stuff, we're going to go to the bakery and smell all the vanilla that we want. And if we're not at the bakery and we want to smell Febreze and Lysol, will just go to that aisle in the grocery store because it always smells like that, right? But nevertheless, Macanudo white. Now, Thursday night game. Both teams are just bad enough to where I can't call it really. We got the Vikings, without a healthy Devon Cook, they're shot out. Kirk Cousins is the dinky dunk master. But to his credit now, he's consistent with that. I'm not mad at Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins did what he was supposed to. He played his role. He played his position. He was the ultimate teammate, waited on his opportunity. And look it up. This man has made almost $200 million as a fourth-round draft pick dunker. But that just goes to show you it's a lesson in being the ultimate teammate. Now, some of that might have more to do with privilege than anything else. I don't know. I'm just saying that he played his position and put himself in position to become wealthy as it relates to football. But every quarterback needs a serviceable running game, which also starts with the offensive line. There is no serviceable running game if that offensive line is losing in the trenches, right? And right now, that's seemingly what's going on with the Vikings. They're not getting a good push from the offensive line. The backup running backs are not exactly the answer. The receiving core is tight, and they're nice. But again, you have to have time to run certain routes. And I just don't know that the Vikings are going to be able to do that with the unhealthy state that they're in key positions. Now, Pittsburgh, Roethlisberger, did announce, hey, I'm going to hang it up. And I think he should, because it kind of reminds me of Roy Jones, the boxer. I remember Roy Jones. He retired at the top of his game, so to speak. And he wanted to come on back and change weight classes and do all of this stuff. And I think he tarnished some of his legacy because he was getting the business handed to him. You can't just jump out there in some of these weight classes. You just can't. And I think he found that out. And so I remember Roy Jones more so for the ass beatings he took than the ass beatings he gave. And it's at that point where that's how I'm starting to look at Roethlisberger. He's a shell of himself. And give credit where it's due. He was quite mobile for his overall size. He can't do that. And like back to boxing, it's time for a boxer to move on when he can no longer put his punches together. And that's what I'm seeing from Roethlisberger. He's no longer seeing the field. He's no longer able to, put things together to have a successful performance. And I really do think it's been underestimated. I think the same thing is actually starting to happen to, that's right, the GOAT, Tom Brady. These interceptions that he's been throwing, this is not just, the defense is great and all of that. I think he's starting to struggle putting those punches together. Some it drops off dramatically, and some it's a slow kill. And I think Brady's in that slow kill. I wouldn't be surprised win or lose the Super Bowl if they get that far. I wouldn't be surprised if Brady hung it up because, like I said, you can just see these slow drifting, slowly, just easing down the cliff. So, and I think I think he'll be moving on. I know he puts the propaganda out there. I'm going to do it till I'm 50. No, you're not. I just don't, foresee that. But now, he is a GOAT. And what we know about GOATs, they live forever. So it's possible that Brady could just go ahead and push himself to 50. I'm just telling you, it looks like to me that there's that slow fall off, starting to happen because of these interceptions. Because like I said, they're not from great defensive plays as much as it's Brady's no longer able to see things the way that he thinks that he is. Please like, subscribe, and share. You may not agree with me. Give me the banter back and forth. I'm willing to take it, but I'm really struggling with picking this game. Offensive line, Pittsburgh is struggling. The defense, they kind of tear it up. I like their defense from the standpoint that they do have some dogs out there. And every now, especially Haywood, he's the second coming of his father. But the secondary, is, if I ain't know any better, I would think the Falcons secondary was out there sometime when I watched Pittsburgh. But I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. Actually, I do. I'm going to tell you who's going to win. Between Pittsburghsteelers, Minnesotavikings, the team that's going to win this game tomorrow night is going to be the team that sucks the least. So there's my pick. Tell me what you think, Sports-A-Delic. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, be good to yourself. And if you're a sister or brother of the leaf, if you're a sister or brother of the leaf, always have a smoke and smile. Have a smoke and a smile. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.